So, welcome to another episode of Benchwarmers Basement Banter. I'm your host, Aaron Rogers, the Aaron Rogers, and I'm here with
Woody. Hi, Alan Wood. I don't have anything cool like you do. But,
I'm Woody. It's kind of double checking.
Yeah, you can make up for both of us, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we are here to talk some more baseball. Sound good?
Hey,
baseball.
Baseball's where it's at.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we got some playoffs, other stuff, but this is kind of our sport, so we're gonna run with it.
Yeah.
And this is actually Memorial Day. They always say every year by Memorial Day, you know who you are, what you are.
Well, yeah.
I mean, our team, I don't think that's the case, because where the hell did this come from? I mean, we're good.
Well, if we figured out who we are, then I need the Mets to
Yeah.
They're not looking so great for my pick right now.
The Tigers aren't doing so hot either. They're not. They're not. But no, that being said, it is Memorial Day, and we want to give, for a change here, have an actual serious moment here. There's not many Benchwarmer basement bands.
No, there is not.
No, we want to give a shout out to our military men, women that serve overseas, at home. I didn't serve. I served in limited capacity on the fire department. That's it. We both had family that have served, friends, and honestly, about everybody out there in one way, shape, or form have been affected by a member of that in the service.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we just want to take a time to just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Can't do what you do. We appreciate it to give us the opportunity to be here and just ramble and talk.
Yeah.
So, except from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, members, your families. We love you all. So.
Hey, well, as Justin Moore said in his song, here's to the ones that
There's
didn't make it back home.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. That's very fitting. Hope we don't go to YouTube jail for that, but I think it's for a good cause. I really do. Oh yeah. But it is. It's 2 days past Memorial Day now, and like I said, the standings, man, some are kind of where we thought they'd be, some are not.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, we both thought that the Orioles would be very good, and they have been.
They have been, yeah. That team ahead of them, the Yankees, I didn't see that coming.
Well, I think I had them winning that division.
You did. You had them right up there. You had them. But we're going to go ahead, and what we're going to do is go through each division, kind of give a shout out to surprises, disappointments. Julio Rodriguez, thanks. No one in particular. Standouts, just kind of highlight stuff. Like, we'll try to not make it as rhetorical as the last episode, try to vary a little from, we did a power rankings.
Yeah, we did power rankings last time.
Yeah, and some stuff will overlap, sorry. But, it's just kind of neat, I think, at this point in the season, just to go over where stuff's at. Before that, though, the biggest baseball news, I think, in the last 48 hours is the Negro League. Hope that's okay. Negro League stats.
Yeah.
I hope that's okay. I said that, YouTube. I think we're to that point nowadays.
I think that's okay.
Acceptable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've integrated the stats. We have a new batting average leader of all time.
Yeah, Josh Gibson. Right?
Josh Gibson.
Yeah.
A catcher of all people.
Nice, man. I bet he got some DH appearances. I don't know. Guys back then, I mean, heck, they probably caught 7 days a week like it was nothing. And look at how much they threw. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah.
The Cy Young days and stuff. There wasn't this, every 5 days or a pitch count. What's a pitch count?
Exactly.
No, we're men. We go out throw a ball.
We're gonna have 32 starts this year, and we're actually probably gonna have
probably have 40.
We're gonna have 40 starts this year, and we're gonna pitch 9 complete games or 49 complete games.
Well, we don't have closers back then. It's like you're pitching today. Okay. No, you're
pitching
the whole game.
You're the only one pitching today.
If you get shelled, you're still out there, son. Go for it. But yeah, it's cool. Like I don't have a problem with it. Like I do see. There's been some talk about the stats, like the lack of clarity, credibility on it, like as far as the record keeping back then.
Right. Well, I think that there's no doubt that the record keeping wasn't what it should be.
Wasn't.
Like it's they didn't have the best of accuracy in that, but like
no. But I wonder how much even Major League Baseball, I should say, back then did too. I don't know. And I guess my thing is I don't really care. Like these guys, they were the best of the best in the league they were allowed to play in then. I'm good with them being honored. Like it's not, and they've been talking. Okay, well if you do this, you're opening up a whole can of worms. Like get like you said earlier for the show, talking about Ichiro's Japanese stats.
Oh yeah, do we have an all-time hits leader? Can we bring back? Can we get Ichiro's hits?
We've taken enough away from Pete Rose, by gosh.
Well, maybe we haven't.
He's a good man.
Maybe we haven't taken enough from Pete Rose.
Yeah,
I actually saw earlier that Hank Aaron actually played 3 months in the Negro leagues. He's 8 home runs shy of Hank Aaron or Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
So in 3 months, do you think Hank Aaron hit 8 home runs?
I mean, I would probably bet money, and that was a young Hank Aaron.
Yes, exactly.
That was in prime. But that's the thing. You could run with it. I mean, who knows if he did? I mean, heck, they were talking about asterisks being on these guys' numbers. Well, how about Bonds there with the steroids? You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like if you weren't counting these guys' stuff, like where do you draw the line at? You know, because you could go through and all these guys tied to steroids, but like, all right, throw their stuff out. Like, I don't think you can.
They have. They're still withholding from Cooper.
Well, they're not in the Hall of Fame, but they're like Bonds, to my knowledge, is the home run.
Yes, it's got that little star thing next to it.
Oh, it does have an asterisk?
Yeah, they still do have the asterisk next to a lot of his stuff.
Okay, see, that's interesting because, like, McGuire, I love McGuire. He came clean. Is his the same way? Was he at 583, somewhere in that ballpark? I wonder if his, because he would be top of my head, probably top 10, 15 home run leaderboard.
I mean, high 500s, yeah, he'd be top 10, 15,
yeah,
for sure.
So is that on there? Like, I don't know, truthfully. But, YouTube, help us out there. We need this like once or twice. It's like on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the phone a friend, you know, and the lifeline. We need it, guys.
Alex says if only thing you need to take away from Pete Rose is his FanDuel account.
That's very true. Very true. Just don't let him near a casino back then, and there's no telling where he'd be. That's hilarious. Yeah, hell, he could probably own FanDuel by now.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, he's been one of those, like, he parlayed his, which he brought it on himself, but his issues into, I think, more popularity. Like, you see him on so much stuff, he's random.
I mean, he's signing stuff. Yeah, sorry, I bet on baseball.
Sorry, yeah, exactly. Like, he's made the most of it, you know. So, good for him. But, no, like I said, those stats are here. I'm good with it, you know. And that's the other thing. Talking about, you know, well, look at the level of competition they had. Well, look at, like, Babe Ruth's competition back in the day. Like, what do you think, if you're going to play that card, what do you think Babe Ruth would do against, like, a 102-mile-an-hour Paul Skeens fastball right now?
Well, you know, I think that it'd probably look a little embarrassing what we're talking about.
He'd probably have to stop drinking beers and playing ball.
As far as a quote like that is Ty Cobb, when he was asked many years after his career how he thought he'd hit against today's pitching, he said, I'd probably hit about 260, 270.
Well, and that was a
270 well, they asked him, like, you really think it'd be that low? He's like, yeah, I'm 67 years old.
That's good. Didn't Jordan say something about that? About, what was it? Oh, let me think. When the Bulls, was it their 96 team, comparing them to the
Warriors?
Yeah.
The 86 and 9, or no, 76
when
and 9.
they broke their record by one game. Yeah, that was it, how it'd go. He's like, what did he say? It'd probably go 6 games. He's like, you know, it'd be a tough challenge. He said, we're all 60 right now. You know, it'd take us a while to whip them. And I'm like, there's the mentality. There you go. I'd probably put money on Jordan and the Bulls then.
Well, you know. It might take us 7 games.
It might take 7. Yeah. You know, we got a guy or two in a wheelchair, so you know. But yeah, like I said, bottom line is I'm good with the stats. You can nitpick everywhere. Like these guys, and I don't think it takes away from Ty Cobb no longer. What record did he lose? The highest career average? Is that
the highest career batting average. Actually, his family was quoted to being embracing it today and said that it's about time that those stats were implemented. So. Granted, I don't think that Ty Cobb himself, since he was kind of hard-headed, I don't know if he would have necessarily agreed the way that his family did.
Yeah, that's true.
His family was like,
it's a different day and age now. Yeah. You know, and that's the other thing I heard was they were talking about, you know, well, what about Jackie Robinson now? Like, this takes away, you know, from what he did by putting their stats in there compared to his. No. He still, what Jackie did goes beyond the stats on the baseball field.
Yeah, he broke the barrier. He made the Negro Leagues obsolete. He didn't.
What he did, like, it wasn't, like I said, not just on the field. What the scrutiny he dealt with off the field and persevered. I don't think that takes a dang thing away from him. Like, wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had baseball we do today.
Right.
So, you know, I just think all these arguments, you can poke holes in them, and more power to them. Like, they're all in there. The numbers are there, and all these guys, it knocks them off their pedestal. It's like, guess what? They're still great players. Yeah. They're still in the Hall of Fame. It's not knocking anybody out.
Yeah, the only thing I see with that being a point is, like, Yes, but there comes a point where those guys played long enough ago that all you have is the record books.
Yeah.
And those we're putting stats of the same people in the same place that never played each other.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But like I said, they played what they could play. They
Yeah.
played who they
Yeah.
could. Like, you never, if you start going down there's so many hypotheticals. Like I said, you can't compare both leagues then because they didn't play each other. They weren't integrated.
Exactly.
You can't compare baseball back then to today. Babe Ruth was great for his era. Kudos to him. Who knows what he'd do today? But guess what? We'll never know.
But he'd also
He did the best
He
for
never
him.
had the training that
No.
the new guys do. Like
No.
those guys are throwing 100 miles an hour, but Babe Ruth wasn't on a diet plan that.
The beer
Beer and hot dogs
beer dogs
may have worked back then, but now.
I ran my head ball far, man. That's all that matters. No, absolutely. It's just it's not apples to apples. So good for them. They're there. Want to go to present day baseball?
Let's
So
do it.
I see something right now. I don't know about you, but I'm checking my mailbox every day to see if the Cardinals will send us a patronage check. By God,
Well,
we start this podcast, and one of our big points is how bad they suck. And ever since we've done that, they've been on a tear. Like, I literally had a pod prepared for trades, hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Like, this is how to rebuild the Cardinals, make them great again.
I mean,
And
this last week and a half has happened since our last podcast.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
He just kind of took that podcast and kind of did one of those things and like.
well, we were low on toilet paper, so I got my butt with it first. And then we went Kobe.
We went Kobe with it.
Yeah. So I even thought about the end of this. I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe bring it up like my trades, because honestly, I still thought it would make them better for the future. But I'm like, it's stupid because it ain't gonna happen now.
Well, the thing is, like, this division's winnable.
Exactly.
And what are we? 1 game under 500 after today's win?
We're 500, I think.
We are
I think
500,
we are 500.
okay.
I think so. But the sad thing is, it's like, woo, got to 500. That should not be a celebratory point. And that was our point on a lot of it. It's like the standard is so low to just win this division.
Well, the thing is, you keep at this pace, though, like, not even the pace that they're at now. 'Cause right now they're at a breakneck pace. They can't.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at a month and a half from now, and the All-Star break's coming around, and we're 7-8 games above 500.
No, well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. If we're 7 or 8 games above 500 right then, we're gonna go out. We're gonna get a mid-tier reliever for not Jack, and we're gonna probably get Eric Fetty of the White Sox. That's gonna be what we do. Which
and
is
then we're
great.
gonna sign Zach Greinke.
It probably depends on his mood. If he wants to pitch or not, he might be like, oh yeah, can't wait. Nah, just kidding. You guys. That's Greinke. But no, seriously, like I like you said, it's great that we don't suck. But big picture wise, like nothing's gonna change now. Like we're probably gonna make a minor tweak here or there and be like, oh gosh dang, we're right there with them. We just need this little bit, and guess what? We might win 85 games, win the division, and get in. And we're in the playoffs. Anything can happen.
What's it take to get Eric Fetty?
To get Fetty, I don't think a whole lot, really. I mean, the
Yeah.
White Sox.
I mean, yeah.
And nothing against him. He's been great. He's a fine pitcher. But, I mean, he's not, once again, if you roll around to playoff time, do you feel good about Fetty matching up against, like the Dodgers, the Phillies, against their number 2 or number 3?
Well, the thing is like, okay, this is my hypothetical, is the Astros. They've been, without a doubt, probably the most unachieving team in the majors right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got 4 solid starters.
They do.
In starting pitching.
I think they're going to rise.
If they're selling in a month and a half from now, you know?
No, I don't think they will. I really think, and I could be wrong, but I think this is a team that's going to turn it around. Like, that's the thing. Yes, terrible start. But they still have the same freaking core. Kyle Tucker is an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
He's turned the corner. Been amazing. They were pitching, Verlander missed the first, he's been back for a month?
Yeah.
He missed a good chunk. Valdez, he missed a good chunk.
Yeah.
Had the elbow issue. And now this is contingent on him being healthy. Hunter Brown was one of the worst pitchers in baseball for the first month of the season. God awful. He's turned it around a little bit the last couple starts. Bottom line is, everything that could go wrong did go wrong starting pitching.
Well, the only guy they had that was good that first month, he's suspended. So.
Yeah, Blanco.
Yeah.
Who they were talking about moving back to the bullpen, even after the no-hit. And my point being, that's how good their pitching could be. They're going to be fine. But honestly, back to that, what would get Fetty? I mean, I really think we'll probably give up, just to get him, probably you could give up like one of your younger pitchers, like Graceffo, someone along those lines.
Yeah.
And maybe he has no trade value right now, but someone like Dylan Carlson they might be interested in. Just
Yeah.
because he had the prospect pedigree, what do they want? Like cost-controlled young guys. I'd have to look at his contract, and this is an
Carlson's
on-the-fly
probably getting
trade.
close to the end of his team control, though.
He might be, but hell, you could. The way he's played, you don't have to give crap to sign him.
The thing is,
You know what I mean?
I mean, the White Sox aren't going to be building for even next year.
No, they're looking at.
They're going to want a guy that has team control for at least 3 years, probably.
Yeah.
Which I don't think Carlson's got more than, like, maybe at the end of the next year.
Might be. I'm just saying a caliber of player like that.
Yeah,
Probably what. I mean, you're not going to have to give much. Fetty, I believe, is a 2-3 year deal. I don't know how much money, but
Would you give up Alec Burleson for him?
Honestly, I don't even think it'd take that to get
Yeah.
it. I really don't. I don't. Would I? Man, Burleson, I like what he's. how
He's
he's
looked
looked.
good. He's looked good.
I really do. I would have to say check back, see exactly where we're at the standings, like where things are at before I would say either way on that. Truthfully, I don't like that right now. I really don't.
Okay.
'Cause I don't think
I
Fetty- I
agree.
don't think
I
Fetty-
agree. I think that's a little strong for him.
I don't think Fetty gets you over the top.
No.
I don't. Yeah, it might get you to the playoffs maybe, but I don't think he's a difference maker. And he's looked great, but I mean, this is still Eric Fetty. Look at what he was when he went to Korea.
Yeah.
And he's changed a few things, but I just don't think it makes a big difference. But we'll see. And like I said, but the thing of it is, by doing this, like there's going to be no teardown. I mean, the Cardinals, I think that Angels series, if they would have got swept, lost 2 out of 3 in that one, I think you might have seen changes. Like they were to that point.
Oh, we were 8
Normal,
games
like-
under 500
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah, and
40
if you-
games into the season.
We just lost 2 out of 3 to the White Sox at home. You know, the Angels, if they would have took it to us, they're a terrible team, 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, that was only a week and a half ago. Like, we were that close to a massive fire sale.
And now that we've won 12 out of our last 15 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same team. And the only thing that would change this team, I feel, about it, is if you turn back the clock and Goldie and Arenado look like prime versions of themselves.
Arenado has looked okay. He's not hitting home runs. Goldschmidt, finally. His average is over 200.
It is. He's hit some
He's
bombs.
hit some bombs. He hit 2 on Sunday, I think.
He's looked a lot better. The strikeout rate is still stupid high. I don't see him getting back
That's part of getting older, though.
Absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not going to go back to even 2 years ago MVP version.
No.
So, you would need that happening. You'd need a lot of hypotheticals that I don't think are possible in order for it to be, to that point where you could actually do something. So, I think this prolongs the inevitable that they're not going anywhere.
Just back to the White Sox thing for Fetty. What do the White Sox have at first base?
Andrew
Vaughn.
I believe so.
Okay.
Are
So
you
he's probably
talking
still
like-
got 2 years under
Yeah,
team control.
he's a guy that that's one of their building blocks.
Yeah.
Him,
Well, I'll say-
Robert, Eloy, never sees the field.
Send us one of those guys, for a playoff run.
Oh, Robert? See, that's the thing. That'd be great. It just doesn't really line up, the trades, like with what we've got. And I don't see them trading him. Because he's under control for another 3 years, I think.
Rivera's, yeah.
Yeah, wow. I just, everyone throws these scenarios out. I don't see it because, like, I believe they would still, like, if they would have a quick turnaround, would have money to spend to build around him. And that's what we'll get down to Bo Bichette and Vladdy with the Jays. I could see them moving. But we'll get to that. We'll start, let's just start in the East. How about that?
Okay.
We'll circle back
AL
later.
AL or NL?
Hey, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll circle back later maybe to Cardinal trade talks, the Fetty one.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, we'll start in the East, and we've got to give kudos to you and that freaking Yankees pick. Like, they look like a juggernaut.
I think I said earlier that I thought I had them winning the division. I think I did have Baltimore winning it, but I had the Yankees also making the playoffs.
Yep, you had them in the playoffs, yeah. And I'm not saying they're going to run away from Baltimore. Like, honestly, I think those are probably the 2 best teams in the American League.
Maybe the best 2 teams in baseball other than the Indians.
The Phillies. The Indians are there. Oh, yeah, Guardians.
The Windians.
I like that. But, the Yankees, I think they're trying to turn the clock back to 1927, Ruth Gehrig, Murderers Row with Soto,
Judge, and Stanton is...
Enjoy it while we can, because it is Stanton. So, it's like Tyler O'Neill.
Judge isn't exactly the most healthy person in the world either.
Yeah. Odds on those two being healthy all year. I'd like to see what those are on FanDuel. And Pete Rose, what is it on the 150 games plus? What is it? Yeah. But I mean, they look great right now. Their whole lineup. Volpe's looked better. Heck, LeMahieu hadn't even played yet. He was supposed to lead off for him. Verdugo's been fine. They've got reinforcements too, like Jason Dominguez coming back. They're solid.
Well, I mean, Garrett Cole's 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out.
Yeah, oh yeah, they've done this all without Cole. Like I said the last podcast, like they had the perfect storm of everything working for them rotation-wise. Cortez, great. Rodon, great. Clark Schmidt, great. They've looked awesome. I don't know. I like their lineup better than Baltimore, actually. When Baltimore played us, I was listening to some of those games, and I was like, all right, they got Hendo leading off, Henderson, Rutschman. That's a hell of a 1-2.
Yeah.
Top lineup, about the best in baseball. But after that, I was like, Ryan O'Hearn's hitting third.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ryan Mountcastle's hitting cleanup. And with all due respect to these guys, that doesn't really start hearing me.
Well, they've got a lot of guys that you thought that would be in the lineup right now that got sent back down.
Oh, with Jackson Holiday.
Well,
Yeah.
and Kjerstad.
Kjerstad, yeah, that's fair. I mean, they do have potential. Oh, and Cedric Mullins has played like dog poo.
Yeah.
That's not great.
Hashtag on our fantasy team.
Not great. But, you know, we dropped a guy that was broken for him, so, you know. But I just top and bottom of my lineup. I was like, dang, it's not as good as I thought. It's still good, don't get me wrong. But I like New York's better. Baltimore's rotation, though. I mean, the top of them with Burns, Bradish. He's back now. G-Rod. That's very formidable, 1 through 3.
Bradish pitched 7 no-hit last week, didn't
Struck
he?
out 10 or 11. He
Yeah.
looked amazing. Yeah.
It's 11.
It's White Sox, but still.
Well, I mean.
AAA, but still is good. But, you know, I mean, those two teams are head and shoulders above the rest of that division. The thing that I think could make a difference is trade deadline. What do? They're both going to be there. Baltimore has a surplus of prospects. Like Kjerstad, you mentioned him. He came up, didn't tear it up. What do you do with him?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, they still have Kaiser that's been bouncing back and forth. And,
That's right. Holiday was sent down.
I think he was the AL Rookie of the Month.
Yeah, he was in April. I mean,
Yeah.
he just like flipped the switch, couldn't hit in May, but still, talent's there. What is it? Colby Mayo, very good. Haven't got called
Yep.
up yet. They've got another catcher. I mean, they've got.
I still think that AAA team might beat the White Sox.
I think it would. I put money on it. I would. Any place, anytime, anywhere, any series. But I mean, what I'm getting at, they have ammo to go get something to put them over the top. Yankees, I don't think their farm system is deep. Like, they have talent. Spencer Jones, Dominguez. It would hurt for them though to go like make a move like that.
You know what they've got?
Money. They do have money. Unfortunately, I don't think you can buy a trade. If so, the Dodgers would have done it. So, you know.
And deferred all the money.
And deferred. We just hate it because we didn't do it. That's all I gotta say. Everybody in baseball. But yeah, I mean, that could make a difference. But as of right now, like, I'm super impressed with the Yankees' health too. Health and what they do at deadline is going to make the difference. Like the Yankees, like I said, the lots broke right for them. You know, they had the injury bug that I don't know how it hadn't hit yet. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, the lots broke right for them. The thing is like it broke right for them when they were at their weakest point.
Yeah.
Now they're going to get
Let's
stronger.
throw Cole back. And Dominguez, like, dude, he looked amazing last year. The Martian. He came up, I mean, just out of this world. Space.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, he looked great. So, you know, those two teams are great. That division, Boston's hung in there on 500. Their pitching's been amazing. Like, shout out to Andrew Bailey. The dude has, I mean, just made lemons with lemonade, whatever the hell that catchy thing is.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Maybe not. That's not my strong suit either. But he's been damn good, okay? He's done great with what he's got with their staff. But, I mean, I don't think they have the talent to hang in there. My biggest disappointment here is the freaking Blue Jays. Some idiot had them making the playoffs.
What are they, like 3 games under 500 right
I don't
now?
want to talk about it. I don't even think it's that good.
Well, I want to check that out.
They
Dead last. Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, when we're talking about trading their two best players, they've not done something right.
Well, then again,
that-
2 weeks ago, we were ready to trade everyone.
Well, we were, and we might be back to that. We might. But I mean, these guys though, Bichette and Vladdy, the rationale I think for them getting traded is not a, hot button fantasy GM like, oh, let's just trade everybody because we suck deal.
Can we just move Bichette to second base because Wynn's doing great?
Oh, you're talking about us? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, get us Bo Bichette. Trade for him.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Because we might give up somebody that's good, Rogers, to do that. So we can't do that. No.
Might as well trade them while they have value because we're not good at farming them.
Agree with that. 100%. And that was my thing I was gonna say with this hypothetical Cardinal trade I was talking about. I was like, first, clean house and get some guy in there that knows how to teach anyone under 25 how to freaking hit. That's step one, other than Mason Wynn. Good job. But, anyway, why I could see them getting traded. The Blue Jays have a very high payroll. These guys, I believe Vladdy is a free agent not in 2026.
Yeah. He signed some sort of an extension, I thought.
Yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah.
You only have a year and a half of him left. Bichette, he's the one that signed the longer
Yes, he did sign the longer one.
They've got him through 2026. But either way, you're looking at a year and a half window for Vladdy, 2.5 years for Bichette. And look at what they've got going on. Do you think you're going to win with them? And also, do you think you can sign them? Given their payroll right now, all the holes they've got.
Vladdy's pretty signable right now.
Well, believe it or not, I don't think so. I know what you're saying, like buy low.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a guy as young as him, the exit velocities he produces, the year he had, and was it 2021? Someone's going to think they can get Fat Boy to put the ball in the air. And if they do, then come coach Jordan Walker. Get him to put the ball in the air.
You're in year 4, the Rays are going to sign him and he's going to hit 45.
God dang. That would not surprise me. That'd be the one time they shell out all the money. They're like, we get that Franco contract money back. Get him here. Yeah, he could do it. But no, seriously, I could see, I don't know that both will go, but I could really see one of them going. Because
I think you sell one, you sell both, though.
They might. Because, I mean, for one, these two guys could get a way bigger prospect haul than, like, anyone we're talking about trading for the Cardinals. These two guys, given their controllability, like...
Did you get Soto-esque stuff?
No.
No?
I don't think so. Soto...
They got more time than Soto did, though.
No, Soto had 2.5 years left, I believe.
Gotcha,
when he got traded. Because think about it, he went to Padres, finished the year with them, had the next whole year with them.
Yeah, you're right.
And then the Yankees got him on the last year of his deal. So you got an extra year compared to Vlad, and you've got, I mean, Vlad had one great year, Soto's been Soto, Baby Pujols is what he used to call him.
The thing is, like, San Diego didn't even get good Soto.
No, they didn't.
The Yankees are getting good Soto.
Well, I thought that right field porch they have out there, that's made for Soto. Like, those lasers he hits, they are. Like, just imagine if San Diego got this version of him. Like, but they mess everything up, San Diego. I mean,
it's like the Cardinals.
That's why Ron Burgundy told them where to go. But yeah, anyway, I'm very disappointed in the Blue Jays. Like, Kevin Gausman's been a dog turd for the most part, too. Like, that's why I gave them the edge of the Yankees, because their rotation I thought was better. I did not see whatever the Yankees are doing with their pitchers happening. Didn't see it. And, I'm pretty pissed off, Toronto. Just go back to playing hockey, guy. Ooh, that didn't work very good for me either. Ooh.
Well,
They got Craig Berube. There you go, Toronto. So anything else you would hit on the East?
No, I mean, Red Sox are a little bit better than I thought they'd be.
Yeah, they are. Tampa Bay's falling off. So that's about time for them to win 10 in a row, because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
No rationale. It's devil magic.
Devil magic.
Devil magic. Real devil magic. He has another dad joke. They used to be the devil race.
Nailed it.
I'm on a roll. I just came from T-ball, guys, so sorry. Man, that's a workout.
Sanity's not there.
No, not at all. We're gone. Man.
Sanity, haven't heard that name in years.
I don't think I had much to begin with, but it's screwed. It is. If you think you are saying go try to coach, teach, whatever you want to call it, T-ball with 4 to 6 year olds for an hour, then come talk to me.
All right, so you wanna move to NL East and stay in the East, or do you want to move to
stay AL?
Stay AL. Okay.
Stay AL. Let's do it, because I love being wrong. This is great. Like, this is the other division. I was like, AL Central, NL Central. You win 85 games, you win the division. And they're like, hold my beer, watch this.
Yeah, we might win 110.
Yeah, they might. They might. Yeah, they might. It's nuts. This whole division. I mean, dear Lord, my Tigers that I picked to win it, they're, I believe, 26 and 27. Actually, that I thought would have them around first place right now. Not 10 games back.
Well, you know.
You'll have that.
They're
This guy,
27 and 28.
whatever. They're still oh, yeah, a doubleheader today.
Yep.
No, that's right. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, this guy right here. Cleveland, you had it. Good call.
I said that their pitching was very good, and
It's been the opposite.
it's not been very good. My reasoning for having them winning that division is not why they're winning that division. That lineup has been outstanding.
Oh,
J-Ram is he's that guy.
Hold on.
He's that
He's
guy.
better than Barry Bonds. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He's like, he got intentionally walked with the bases loaded and run came in. He's like, Bonds is the last guy to get that. Look at that. I'm better than him, and I know it. I'm like, all right, buddy.
Wow.
I mean, he literally said that. I'm better than Bonds.
Hey,
I
I think that Barry Bonds is the best player to ever play this game.
That's the thing. For the Royds allegation and everything, he was already a Hall of Famer. He was a damn good player. He had power speed combo, like, best to ever play. Check back in 10 years and show how he's done. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, as of right now,
says the person that did not believe in Shohei.
I did not. No, I did not. I'll take the L on that one every day. Bonds might be. He's also apparently the biggest asshole to play the game.
No, that's Kurt Schilling.
I don't know. I probably shouldn't drop names on YouTube, but I have my eye doctor. He actually used to be the Cardinals team eye doctor and everything.
Okay.
And he had a lot of words that I probably should start a swear jar for right here if I was going to quote him on Barry Bonds.
Okay.
It was BP, and he came in, had something in his eye, something like that. He said, I had never had, well, there, about go again, a more arrogant person come in than that pile of dog poo. I'm really trying here, kids. He said came in, he said he didn't even shake my hand, he said he wouldn't talk. He said he's like a big dummy, just sit there. And he just said, man, that's in my eye. And he got it out and everything, and he literally said to him, you done yet? Yeah. And he's like, I wasn't asking for a tip. He said, this wasn't a valet service, but he's like, everyone's always, pretty appreciative. Like, hey, you can freaking see after seeing me.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. And he just gets up, walks out and everything. He's like, all right, you know what? Screw you, buddy. That's where this is. And this is before the roids in the big head. Like, this is back in the early 90s. That's where he was. That's a true story. But, we got way off subject there, but I feel better getting that story on my chest. But J-Ram, there you go. He says he's better than him. Him and Naylor, Josh Naylor, that is a hell of a combo right there. Those guys, middle of that order. Josh Naylor may be one of the most underrated players in baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, not much name value. He's been all-star. Hell, they've got David Fry hitting for them. Who the hell is David Fry?
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That's fair.
But, I mean, you look at their lineup on paper, the names, it's like, man.
The team in that division that surprised me is the Royals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some of that Mahomes magic, it rubbed off.
Man,
they're taking off.
Kansas City is not a football town. It's a baseball
town.
Yeah.
It's like they found out in 19, hey, we're not just baseball town, we're a hockey town in St. Louis. We do it all. But yeah, they're great.
Hey, what's up, Chase?
Hey, buddy. No, the thing with the Royals is pitching, though. I don't know if it'll hold up. You have Cole Reagans, Michael Wacha still pitches. Seth Lugo.
Shoulders okay?
Well, it's hanging on now. They must have some duct tape on it. They're
really glued.
Yeah, like just out of their realm of possibility pitching out of these guys. I hope it holds because I love an underdog. They're right down the road. I love Casey. Good barbecue too. Damn good barbecue.
Salvi is having just that.
Turn back the clock.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago he hit 40-something runs.
We got the baby in diapers Wid out there and Grandpa there, Salvi and rocking chairs, like hell of a combo. They've got Michael Garcia, like they've got some talent. Vinny P, baby. Love that
back,
guy.
baby.
Yeah, Italian Stallion. They've got talent. That's probably the most overachieving team I've got. Like it's been great. The Twins, they're still there. My Tigers, they're not. They're screwed.
They've not been that bad.
Jack Flaherty's been amazing.
Yeah, of course he has.
All he had to do was get pissed off, get out of St. Louis, well paid, and there you go. Look at what he can do. So, Scooble, I think was that my Cy Young pick?
It was.
I got one thing right in baseball.
He's looked
there
very good.
There we freaking
He's
go.
looking very
Thank
good.
you. I think he won again today. Yeah, they have talent. It's just the offense has killed the Tigers. Riley Green. Spencer Torkelson. Did you forget to hit a ball? Terrible.
Yeah.
It's not looking great. They've got to get some offense.
Torkelson's finally started hitting a couple home runs.
Oh yeah, he went. I think today over a doubleheader went 0 for 8 with 5 strikeouts or something.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, it's a struggle. Not great. At least it's not a points league we haven't been. But yeah, sorry we kind of glazed over the Twins there. They got stupid hot a couple weeks ago. Played the Yankees. That ended that, and they're third now.
Playing the Yankees will cool any team off right now.
Yeah, it was playing us will get you right. Play the Yankees get you wrong.
Yeah.
It's not quite been the case here lately for us, but yeah, I mean they honestly I think still have those top 3 teams damn good. We'll see the staying power. That's my thing. We'll see on the staying power. But right now, super impressed with the Guardians. Finally got the name right. We went for there are Indians. Yeah, they are. I'm part Cherokee, so I can say that.
And the White Sox.
I wouldn't even talk about it.
So well, like
I don't think they need.
There's the good teams. There's the bad teams.
Yeah.
There's a flaming pile of dog crap. and then there's Little League. And then there's the White Sox.
Where's our T-ball fit in? I might get the White Sox.
They do know how to.
Before tonight, I had a problem with T-ball. After tonight, we had a rough one, guys. The White Sox.
We had a rough one.
Coach is pretty damn sore. I really am. But yeah, I think so the Central, honestly, I think is the most overachieving division. American League, not the National League. American League. The American League West, I think.
The Central and the NL is what we thought they were.
Yeah, it is. That's the thing. When we did our power rankings 2 weeks ago, it's like, dang, Cubs, Brewers are up there overachieving. Now it's like, yeah, I feel so. So, the West, though, this division, I'm quite frankly just pissed off at them. Like, this is worse than T-ball, the way they're playing. I mean,
yeah.
We thought, honestly, and there's still talent there, and it's early-ish, but I would have never thought by about June you would have only one team in that division above 500, the Mariners, who have possibly one of the worst offenses in baseball. The Astros they've started going, stopped. They've not been great. The Rangers World Series hangover / injuries, they're under 500 now, aren't they? I think they're 3 games under.
Yep.
2. But,
yes, 2 games under.
I mean, it's been terrible. Like, and I had J-Rod as MVP, and he just has to wait.
He's gonna have to pick it up in the second half pretty hard.
It's not gonna happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he will. He's already shown signs of coming out of it. Just if we're talking MVP, he's
at
got
this point, we just hope he can hit 250.
Yeah. I was feeling pretty good. I know for the season I made a bet. I think his home runs over under is 31. I was like, oh yeah, I'll put $10 on that. That's easy money. No, we've got 4. We have 4.
Well,
that's on a 12 home run pace.
3 of them have been in the last week.
Yeah. He is a second half hitter, but I'm like, damn, can we turn that calendar for him?
Did they count the ones in the home run derby?
No, it did not. It did not. No, I wish. Even with that, he probably still would have a big lead.
Well, he hit like 30 in one round one time. So.
Yeah, he was amazing, and he is honestly. I think he will come around. I will always have faith in him. Nothing looks different. I mean, his strikeout rate's a little higher, but he's still hitting the ball really hard. He's still J-Rod. It's for some reason he can't play baseball till June. He's done that all 3 years in the majors. I don't understand it. Like Seattle, get a climate thing going where it's 20 degrees warmer for him. I don't know. Simulate the Dominican for the guy.
Send Luis Castillo with him.
Yeah, no joke. His first month, pretty rough. But
he's calmed down. He's looked good though.
He's looked very good. He's a slow starter. Same deal.
Yeah,
we went over that weather thing, the Cincinnati and Seattle one.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go down that road, but we're not climatologists.
He's like, can we send me to Miami, please?
Yeah. I like the sun. None of this rain and cold bullshit. Come on. Seattle, they need more. Their problem's gonna be their offense. Like J-Rod aside, there isn't much around him. Pitching's been great. I mean, ever since Luis Castillo started pitching. But they're 3 games above 500? Like they still have a ways to go. And for them, it would have been nice if they had ran with it while these other 2 teams are down. But I have more faith right now, I think, in the Astros coming around than the Rangers. The Rangers are so beat up pitching-wise.
They did just get Wyatt Langford back.
Woo! Woo! He's been terrible.
He's been
Gosh dang it, you're bringing up all these L's, I have to say.
He's been okay. He's hitting about 250.
I thought he'd be better than okay. I think he's been over his head. Honestly, I don't think he's been good at all. Corey Seager, though, he's averaging, I believe, a home run a game here lately. That's pretty cool. But, I mean, they've got injuries. Evan Carter hurt. He's on the IL now. Simeon's
He's only good in the playoffs anyway.
That's fair. Yeah. Put him on the shelf till September. But they expect him to take the next step. They lost Joan. I mean, they've had a lot of injuries.
We're probably 2-3 weeks away from getting him back too.
Well, that's what it was supposed to be. It's looking more like July now.
Oh.
Turns out the wrist was a little more effed up than we thought. But you'll have that.
They'll
get
a very job.
Yeah, like this baseball thing. And the pitching, Scherzer, he's been shelved longer than they thought. I mean, they still don't have Molly, Scherzer, DeGrom. John Gray, he got hurt too. I mean, their rotation's patched together.
That's 4 starters?
Yeah, that is.
That's most of your rotation.
They went into the season with injuries having about 9, but still, I mean, they're down to not great. And I think they'll still, I don't know if they'll go on a big run is what I'm saying. Like, I think they'll hang around. I don't know. Like, I really don't know what to think about them. The Astros, we touched on them earlier. Their rotation's getting healthy. The offense is still there. They still have trash cans.
Well,
so,
the only saving grace for those teams, all 3 of those teams that honestly are underachieving,
is that they all are.
Well,
the division's still with them.
Everyone is, and like you still got when you do start heating up, you got the punching bags.
That's fair. The A's
and the Angels. So
which the A's, I mean, they've been leading the Astros most of the year. Like they've played above their heads, I thought. Which I thought they'd win 30 games all year.
What's that, Joe Adele?
Yeah. Hashtag still love that guy. One of these days, Joe. One of these days. But yeah, I mean, that's my most disappointing division. I mean, most disappointing hitter for me and J-Rod, the teams. I mean, it's just been terrible. Like I said earlier, Kyle Tucker, shout out to him. He's taking the next step.
Yeah.
He's MVP candidate. He's been great. Jeremy Pena for the Astros. He's been very good too. Like back to World Series form. What was that, 2022? I think when they won it. He looked great.
Yes.
Yeah. So, he's been great. You ready for NL now?
Let's do NL, not NAL.
NAL. Oh, we don't want to go to that. Yeah, we no factory. We're baseball. No sir. Well, actually, you know what? I just said my biggest disappointment. I lied. My biggest disappointment is the Atlanta Braves injuries.
Well,
Ronnie, your knee.
Well, I think I said in one of our videos earlier in the year that I always called him Ronnie Bad Knees.
Yeah, good call. Yep. You know what sucks is a week ago in that other fantasy league, I had to trade Soto for Acuna. I said no. That would have looked pretty good right now.
Only for this year though. I still think Acuna.
No. It would have been.
They're pretty even.
I was really 50-50, and I was like, man, I want to do it, but I got greedy.
It's like you wanted those steals, didn't you?
I did. I wanted the steals, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he stole 70 last year. He did. And that was stupid. But I'm like, dude, quit hopping around like a jackrabbit on second base. Just guess what? You're a baseball player. Go on.
Honestly, there wasn't much there. Like he just folded.
Well, I thought he kind of made a move back. I thought he bluffed
the
steal and kind of made a jump cut deal back to second, and then it all went down from there. And I wasn't real worried at first because last year I remember I thought 5 or 6 times he was done for the year. He has a flair for the dramatics.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times it's like, oh no, he got hit in the hand that one that he acted like he'd been a gunshot. And he was in the lineup the next day.
What was that again?
Was that good acting? This is live too. Oh gosh, that's gonna be a blooper reel one. But yeah, it was bad, but he ended up being fine. So I was like, he'll be fine. That's like T-ball. Rub some dirt on. He'll be fine.
And then he didn't get up.
I didn't care. He walked off the field with a little bit of scissors. I'm like, yeah, he's playing it up. He loves the cameras. And then later that night, it's like, no, he tore his whole knee. I'm like, oh wow, well, way to be a man about it. I'm like, man, I didn't react that good when I tore my knee. I was a little bitch about it. But yeah, it freaking sucks. That Strider, I don't feel good about my World Series pick either.
Well, when you lose your best hitter and your best pitcher.
And I mean, shout out to them. They still might win 90-some games, but man, that ceiling's capped.
Well, I mean, we're talking about a team. I think we both had them in our World Series.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I think you had Baltimore winning, and I had Atlanta.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Now they'll make the playoffs. I still think
I
that
think
team
so.
makes the playoffs.
Yeah, the Braves,
But
yeah.
they're going to be a one and done team, I think, with your two
With
best
that-
players going, your best pitcher and your best hitter.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Sales looked amazing, and he is actually solidified. He's been an ace, but Chris Sales not pitched a full season since when? Will he be there then?
A couple of those have been fluke injuries.
No, they have, but still, you know what I'm saying. I don't feel good about that, and I mean, yeah, is it Strider? That's the thing. You can live without Spencer Strider in the regular season if you're this talented. You get the postseason, you don't have your ace. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking at the
And
Phillies.
I mean, Chris Sales proved before he can be that guy.
He has. But then again, that moves Sale to your one. That moves. I'm sorry, they've had what do they got?
Well, the thing is, you only lost one. Usually, Axe won in the playoffs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you got to move everybody up a spot. You know what I'm saying? Sale matches up against the one, but now who's their number two? Freebie, still pretty good. But then you're moving like freaking Charlie Morton into that 3-role. Ronaldo Lopez.
Charlie Morton was on both those World Series teams in
He
Houston.
was. He broke his leg. One of them he did. And once again, man, like a boss. Breaks it, keeps pitching. Kudos to that. Like that old man strength. I hope I get it, because god dang, I'd rather walk off the T-ball field tonight.
We like Charlie Morton
So-
when he shows that. We don't like the bloody sock.
No. If that was against anyone but us, I'd been like, man, what a badass. When it's us, I'm like, he's playing it off. Like, come on, it's food coloring. That's crap. Oh man, but yeah, I guess that's enough on the Braves. Like, and then the other thing I thought is like, man, you know what happened last time Acuna tore an ACL? The other one, but you know what happened?
They won the World Series?
Yeah, they won the World Series. Their GM, what did he do? He brought in Duvall. He brought in Jock Peterson. He made Eddie Rosario, I believe. Like, he made some freaking moves. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
Ozzie Albies became like an MVP.
No, that's fair, yeah. Well, they had Freddie too.
Yeah.
Freddie, carried him.
I think did Freddie win MVP that year?
I don't know about that.
Has
I
he even
think
ever won one?
he World Series. Yeah, he's won one.
Okay.
He's won one with Atlanta, I believe. Yeah, I mean that did not. I'm not saying it's gonna happen again because you lost your two best position player, best pitcher. But and I look at Philly. Like Philly, I think, I think they might be the best team in baseball right now. Right now. Because
the thing with Philly has
pitching-
always been they're gonna put up a ton of runs because
Yeah.
they've got such good offense.
They do.
Now they've got Nola pitching great. They've got Wheeler pitching great.
Wheeler's amazing, yeah.
We-
Ranger Suarez is the #1 Cy Young in the National League right now. I'm not saying
Exactly. And he's a guy that you saw coming into this season as their number 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
I think 4. I really do. He's just surpassed all expectations. Christopher Sanchez has looked good too. Who's their 5? Taijuan Walker is now. Who is that other guy they had pitching in the rotation? Got moved to the bullpen. He'd been really good. Detroit Tigers old pitcher Fulmer. Michael Fulmer.
Michael
He'd
Fulmer.
been very good. Like they've.
Fulmer was at one point in time a pretty high prospect.
Yes, he was. And then that was about 10 years ago. He sucked since then. But
Yeah, it's not been 10, but it's been 5.
Probably 5. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah. But I mean they're the team to beat right now. Like you said, their lineup. I mean, crap, top to bottom. And Castellanos hasn't even hit yet. I don't know that he will, but Schwarber leading off. I mean, Realmuto still got it. Harper.
Castellanos is kind of one of those guys that does start off slow. Like he has more so with the Phillies.
Yeah.
I think he was the year that they went to the last year. He started off that season.
He was terrible.
He was miserable.
Because after he signed the big contract.
Yeah.
I think the year before too.
And then he ended the season very strong.
Yeah. Who was it? Oh, yeah. That's true. Bryson Stott. That's the other guy I meant to give a shout out to. He has just all of a sudden.
Stoddy too hotty.
I love it. Been a stud. Bone. He can't play defense. He's away at third, but he can hit the ball. There you go.
He's Raphael Devers.
That's fair. The National League right-handed Devers. I
Yep.
like it. But yeah, I mean they're the best team. Man, they're up there. They're top 3 team in baseball. They're great.
It's for me.
Reds.
It's a 2-team race in that, and I think it's the
That's
Yankees.
it.
The Yankees and them.
But wait, what? Oh, no. I
No.
started saying division. I was like, what about your Mets?
It is a 2-team race in that division too.
Yeah.
but,
I think you're right. They're up there. I one team I'll give a shout out to. Everyone might laugh at me, but in 2025 or maybe 6, Natitude is back. I touched on the last pie rankings.
You're still on that
The
James Wood
Nationals,
shit.
dude. It's not just him. I love me some James Wood. I mean, the dude's like 6'7", 230, hits the ball about 120 miles an hour. I'm always gonna fall for that. I bet they're ahead of your
He's
Mets.
Josh Bell.
Are they ahead of your Mets? Oh, kiss my ass.
He's Josh Bell.
If you said O'Neal Cruz, hell yeah, I might have bought it more. But no, he's better than Josh Bell, damn it.
Josh Bell almost won an MVP.
Yeah, 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was a total outlier. First half of the year, if you look at it, first half, I'm pretty sure he like cloned somebody. He just like quit hitting. He's like, oh yeah, I'm Josh Bell. I don't do this. No. Trust me, is that year I messed up, traded for him in fantasy. It wasn't great.
Was Josh Bell on that team?
What team?
The Nats.
No, he's a Marlin now.
Marlin,
He's
okay.
a Marlin. Yeah, he was it
I think he's been a year.
He
in the
was,
Nats.
yeah, he was. Yeah, that's what I had to think about it. He's bounced around. I mean, he had Pittsburgh. He was in the Soto trade.
Yeah.
San Diego.
Yep.
Then I believe he's been to Cleveland. He's been to Miami. He's been, yeah, like you said, Washington. I don't know in what order. I'd have to think about it. But he's been I've been everywhere, man. And I still can't
He's
hit.
a journeyman.
Yeah. But no, damn it, get me sidetracked. Nationals 2026, they're going to be right up there. Not just Wood, Dylan Cruz, C.J. Abrams, stud. They've got talent. Mackenzie Gore, I like their team. That's really out of the division because I think the
I mean,
Mets
they're
still
gonna
suck.
eventually just reap the benefits of.
Sucking for so long.
Well, no, that Soto trade.
Oh yeah. I
That-
think they will win that actually.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, they got C.J. Abrams out of it. They got James Woods. They got Robert Hassel, who's forgotten about, starting to turn.
When
it
you
back
get that
on.
many good prospects, top
Lord.
prospects, one's bound to
One's
hit.
got to hit. Hey, Cardinals, play the odds game. Like, come on. One of these guys has got to be good. I know we can mess them all up. Nope. Oh yeah, they got Lane Thomas too, ex-Cardinal. There you go.
He's been good.
We got a jab every chance we get.
Oof.
Oof.
Mets and Marlins are terrible.
Yep,
Sorry.
and that's about it. Where will Pete Alonso go? That could be interesting.
Ooh.
Who gets Polar Bear?
Who needs a power hitting first baseman or DH?
I'll say a fair amount of teams could use him, but we'll have a trade deadline like preview. Nice.
You know, it'll be someone it'll be like the Yankees or the Dodgers.
Oh
It'll be
my
like,
God.
we'll find somewhere to put him.
Freddie can play third. We're pretty confident. We can fit him in. Don't you worry. Talent will play. Hell, they moved Mookie to second and short.
Well, that's kind of the Dodgers thing. Is like, can he hit? Yeah, we'll find someone
It
for him.
is. Yeah, he really is. It's like, hell, defense can slack a little. We score 10 runs a game.
Tony, like,
It's okay.
what do you feel about playing the outfield anyway?
I think he will. Believe it or not, I think eventually he will.
Yeah.
The dude's athletic enough to. Hell, he steals
Yeah.
like 20 bags a year. He could do it.
Yeah.
He can do it all. Probably better wait till he can throw a ball officially. He started doing light stuff, but yeah. Okay, back on subject here. I don't have much more to say about the Mets or who's the other team? The Marlins?
Yeah,
The
we don't
who
get
gets
worried
traded
about
for
the
him.
Marlins.
Yeah. So the Central, like you said before, we love this line. They are who we thought they are. We all suck, guys.
Yeah, it's just a pretty mid division.
There's going to be, I think, a 3-team race, which is exactly what we said.
What were we? Well, it's not the same 3 teams.
You're right. You're right. The Reds.
But
way to make us look good.
I think at the beginning of the year we said that 86, 88 games
Yes.
wins this
Yes.
division.
And I still am a firm believer.
I'm still right there with it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the Cardinals keep playing the way they do. They might be a 90-win team.
I would pump my brakes on that one, but I really would. I have the feeling this is great. I'm loving it, except for you guys ruining my podcast material. Thanks, but no, I just think that it's like with the Cardinals. Not everything will go right at the same time, and like we don't have enough talent to overcome deficiencies that will come out. So we touched on them enough earlier. I
Who
think.
did you have getting last in that division?
I don't really want to talk about that.
Okay.
No, we got for that one. I had Milwaukee, damn it. Shout out to them. And the thing is, you can't even be like, oh yeah, it's that Craig Counsell doing it because he's in Chicago. That's a big, that's kind of funny. It's an FU to the Cubs. It's like they took their manager. The Cubs took their manager. They bring in Pat Murphy, I think it is, with less talent. They trade their ace away.
We just
They win the
pitch.
division.
We just pitch.
Yeah, they just win baseball games.
Yeah.
That's all they do. So, I got to give a shout out to them. I still don't think they have the staying power, but in this division, you don't need much. You really don't.
No.
The Cubs bullpen's holding them back. It's terrible right now. Like, Albert Alzolay is dog poop. Hector Neris is shaky as all get out. Hell, we even got to their best pitcher. Reliever. Mark Leiter, Jr. Cardinals, they knocked him around the other night. Like,
Yep.
And if we can do it, anybody can do it. There you go. So,
Our team couldn't hit out of a wet paper bag for about a month.
That's very true. I mean, it was like back in the Bud Norris days. We're making everybody look good.
Gosh.
Not Mark.
Bud Norris. Wow.
But yeah, that's throwback, isn't it? Turns out I read something today. He was apparently a major asshole. And they were talking about how bad he was to Jordan Hicks and about like the guy quit the team. It's like, wow, way to go. Hicks was like 20 when he came up. But anyway, shout out to him too. He's pitched amazing for San Fran. I don't think it's gonna stay, but we'll get to that. The Central.
Who knew that he only kind of said that he was a starter the whole time?
You know, we really played that one well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What has he done? He's decreased a little velo and got a little more longevity, and what's that? Decreased velo, more control. It's actually worked out pretty good. It's like maybe if you actually spot stuff and don't throw 104 and walk everybody, good things will happen. So yeah, is there much more in the Central to really hit, other than it's mediocre as I'll get out?
It's just mediocre.
Like I don't really even have. Oh, I'm sorry.
Pirates
surprise.
still suck.
They do. Shota Imanaga, with the exception of getting blown up tonight.
Oh, don't watch
That's my fault. Yeah, don't watch that video.
Don't watch that video.
Oh dear God. That's great timing. It's almost like anything I do or say on here, like the inverse will happen. It's inevitable.
He gave up 2 runs in the first inning, or second inning, one of the two. And I think that's the most he's given up in a start all year already.
Here's what we're doing. We have this mysterious wrestler, Mysterio. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he does. He's pretty sketchy. But apparently he knows his stuff on sports and will give you guys bets. So you got to tune in. Every once in a while through the week, he'll give you some bets. He might have followed someone's bad advice, and the guy we
took a
tailed,
tip.
yeah, he might have took the Cubs to win tonight.
Better watch out. He's going to be challenging you to...
Damn it, don't throw me under the bus like that. Yeah, I might owe him some chickens, but not looking great. So, yeah, anyway, Imanaga, probably the one time I bet on him, gave up as many runs as he had all season in one start.
Yeah,
so,
yep.
Not great, but irregardless, shout out to him. He has been the best Japanese pitcher this year.
Yes.
I think he beat Yamamoto.
And Yamamoto's not been bad. He's been pretty good, actually.
No, I hope that. I didn't mean that racist. I hope that didn't sound that bad. But yeah, he's been fine. Yamamoto's been, I mean, yeah, he's right up there with
Let's just say international signing.
Gosh. I struggle with the politically correctness. I'm sorry, that's a good call. Yeah, but no, seriously, him and Ranger Suarez, like, came out of nowhere. They've both been great. So thanks, Imanaga. You've been awesome. Thanks for screwing me. Whatever. Other than that, no one in the division really, to me, is, like, stood out. So, to the West. Want to go West, young man?
Let's go West.
You know, this division, what did we say? I forget, going into the year, we said that there were 4 teams that would win the Central. And it sounded stupid until about the last 2 weeks. But right now, even the D-backs, I think, I'd feel pretty good if they're in the Central.
Yeah. Well, the thing, I don't know. They're on a 3-game losing streak. So,
well, if Corbin Carroll, there we go, disappointments. Corbin Carroll. I mean,
huge step back.
It's like
had a great rookie season.
Yeah.
He stole all those bases, but it turns out you do have to get on base to do that.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Kids, if you want to steal second, get on first.
Yep.
Good job. You and Coach T-Ball with me? But yeah, and I mean, he's a little dude and hit for just stupid power last year, and that's gone. I don't even think he's hitting 200, 2 homers maybe. He's been terrible, and he had a shoulder issue. Apparently he's healthy, he just sucks. I don't know. I mean,
maybe we need to hit him with that Giovanni guy who goes fancy.
Or just have Gio pitch to him.
That'll do it too.
Rehab assignment, here you go. This is going to build that confidence, buddy. Trust me, everybody hits him. Gosh dang. He's been terrible. The Diamondbacks, I still have faith in him. Like, I don't think they're going to get the Dodgers for their money. But I think they're going to be a wild card contention. The Giants have picked it up. Youth infusion. Like, who would have thought? All the old guys get hurt to go to the IL. They bring these young guys up, and they're better.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, maybe we should take their development team and bring them to St. Louis.
The Cardinals' development is just embarrassing.
You know how many home runs Jordan Walker has between the majors and minors this year?
2?
0.
Oh, cool.
Last I checked, expect he didn't have a single home run. I mean, in AAA, I'm like, gosh dang.
He's
6'6", 250. What the hell?
Hey, but his exit velocity is great. He's just pounding it into the ground.
Stat line, we're hitting 320, no home runs, but we've destroyed 5 infielders. Rawlings is going to be suing him. Oh, shit. All right, back to reining in here. Yeah, the Giants. Luis Matos has looked good. The Heliot Ramos guy gave up on. Like, they've got some young guys. Blake Snell's been terrible. If he ever learns how to pitch again, which is what Blake Snell does. It is. I mean,
it doesn't help you don't have spring training because your agent made you keep waiting and holding out. He got fired, by the way.
Apparently, your agent's an overrated asshole too. Who'd have thought? Yeah. Well, was it him? Hold on. Was it him or was it Monty that fired him?
I thought they both did. I know Monty for sure did, but I think they both did.
I like it. I mean, I feel like Matt Chapman probably is going to be thinking about that too. He was another one didn't get. Bellinger, wasn't that the other big four? I think it was.
Well, even Bellinger, he got Bellinger a prove-it contract, kind of like what.
Yeah, and Bellinger had to be like, I just did that last year.
Yeah, it's like I proved it. Like I went to the Cubs. I was the guy again.
I did my job. You were supposed to do your job and get.
It's like this is the part where you get me tons of money.
Yeah, and then I could get hurt and not have to play. Come on, guys, what's up here? Even the Dodgers let go of me. Like, that looks pretty bad, man. Oh my gosh. We might be getting a little off the rails again.
Yeah.
It's for the kids, man. It's for the kids.
Oh, we've covered most of our stuff.
Yeah, anyway. We have. The Dodgers, I mean, what more do you have? Like, their Ohtani, I don't think he's real. Teoscar Hernandez.
They made him in the lab. They made Ohtani in the lab.
I'm pretty sure they did.
The thing is, he's got that Achilles heel, which is his elbow.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, he might as well have been made in the lab.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know what? Why don't you just not worry about throwing it, hit the damn ball, and see where this goes.
Could we see a DH MVP? I mean, now DH is in both leagues. Right now he's hitting what? I don't have the stats in front of me, but last I looked, he's hitting 360.
Well, this is how much respect, too, the team has for him. I was reading something the other day about Freddie Freeman. He's struggled more against fastballs this year than ever and everything. And they asked him about it. He's like, well, yeah. He's like, Shohei's got the green light. He's like, he's running, stealing second. I'm not swinging. I'm like, holy crap. We have a MVP candidate in his own right. It's like, throw it down the middle. I want him to
not just
back.
an MVP candidate. I mean he's
Freeman.
won he's a perennial MVP candidate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like, let Shohei run. Like, the dude's a freak. It's just stupid. He should not be that big and that fast. But he's amazing. Teoscar Hernandez has really bounced back this year. He's looked great.
Alex says that Snell has not fired Boris, but he has.
He should probably look into that.
He's well, he might be because I guess he's been complaining.
What did he say? Oh yeah, you know, you could also see. All right. This is a separate tangent. I don't fully understand this. I know you cannot simulate, like, you know, actual batters your spring training.
Right.
By God, we're in 2024. I'm about to say the wrong year.
Who's the guy that we signed on opening day? That worked well.
Oh dear God. Closer, Greg Holland.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's more to this. That was terrible. Then I understand. I'm not a professional athlete, but I'm like, by God, I know these guys stay in shape. I know they're throwing and stuff. But I'm like, with all the money they even had before that, I'm like, hire a freaking minor league team or something.
Is that why everyone's afraid to hashtag free Bauer?
It must be. There you go. It must be. We had hit this whole episode. Free Bauer.
Free Bauer.
Somebody do it. Cardinals.
Are the Cardinals are they playing well enough to free Bauer?
Maybe. There we go. I actually thought I saw some Mo saying the other day, about I don't think we need that baggage, that PR. I'm like, well, okay, your owner just went on there and pissed off half the fan base already. I mean, how much worse can it be? I'm like, why don't you just try to win freaking games and then maybe it won't matter?
That's fair.
I don't know. The other guy mentioned here, Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Have you noticed he is not as good as he used to be?
Take a half a year off.
Maybe it's the steroids and macaroni. Maybe it's that shoulder. He had, what do you have? Shoulder surgery, I think it was finally.
Yeah,
his powers.
Broken wrist a few times.
Yeah. from what? From which dirt bike? That's the most stupid interview I've ever seen. It's like, is that from wrecking your dirt bike?
Which time?
Which time? give you $340 million and you're just out there on your dirt bike. Idiot. Gosh dang. So yeah, he's just not the same, and I don't know. I don't know that he ever gets back to what he used to be. I really don't.
He's only a year removed.
Yeah, from what? The shoulder? Well, yeah, both, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see, but yeah, I think that pretty well wraps up the West. Actually, that wraps up
the majors.
Baseball,
man.
It really does. Like, I think.
All right, so I mean, a little bit off subject. We didn't say we're going to talk basketball tonight, but how many games?
Mavs.
How many games is it going to take the Mavs to do it, or will they do it?
I think they will in 6.
You think they will 6? You think that they're
6 is at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they will at home.
Okay. You think the
I think Minnesota
takes Game 5?
I do.
Okay.
I think so.
I wouldn't be surprised if they took Game 5. I think just about every game has been super close, but
yeah. I think it'll be one possession game.
Yeah. Everyone's won at home pretty well.
No, it's been the opposite.
Yes,
Dallas win. Yeah, I say Dallas went into Minnesota.
Well, Dallas.
It's like the hockey playoffs. Like, honestly, I think the road teams won like 2/3 of the games in the hockey playoffs. It's nuts.
Yes.
Home ice does not matter, in my opinion.
The
I don't know.
Celtics
NBA
have not lost on the road.
I started saying they lost hardly at all in the playoffs.
They've lost once.
Okay, there you go. So they lost one at home.
To the Cavs.
Juggernaut. You're right. Was that game 1? No, 2. It was game 2. As they smoked in game 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy right here. Actually, I think we were the same on NBA picks. But this guy knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, I actually thought the Knicks would get past the Pacers, so there's that.
Yeah,
then again, the Pacers kind of had the easiest way to get to that conference finals.
Gene Hackman. That's all I have to say.
No.
Hoosiers.
Literally everyone got hurt.
That does help. You brought the logic in there. Yeah, it does. And I mean, I did like their high scoring attack, and they were deep. Honestly, in all seriousness,
the depth. The depth is what won.
New York didn't have depth. That's why I thought they'd win the series. I thought the later that went, they had a shot.
The thing is, it didn't matter if you have depth or not when you face the Celtics.
Well, that went out the window. Well, they lost. In all fairness, they lost Halliburton too, didn't they? Game 3. And
late game 2, I think.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't play game 3. I'm sorry. I don't know about 4, but
he did not play 4 either. I don't believe.
So I mean, if you go back to that, the Pacers gave them a run for their money. Didn't it take a Jaylen Brown 3 at the buzzer in game 1, send it to overtime?
Yep.
The Pacers would have won that. And I know this is a lot of ifs. They'd have won that. And if Halliburton didn't get hurt, that'd be a different series. But it didn't happen.
Honestly, the Celtics had no business winning that game 1.
No, they did not. They got outplayed, I thought.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, like I was super impressed all playoffs with the Pacers. It was. I mean, we'll see next year. But like I was saying, you got that one right. Dallas, I do think they'll win the series. I mean,
I mean, has anyone in the conference finals lost a 3-0 deficit?
I can't answer that for basketball.
Yeah.
Wrong sport for me. I can tell you in hockey, yes, it has happened.
Alex, that guy.
Alex, yeah. So yeah, your basketball's looking good. My hockey's, now that Florida won game 4 at home, I was a little nervous about that one.
They're still playing?
They're better than New York. Like, I'm gonna go on here right now and say, if it wasn't for Igor what's-his-nuts of the Rangers, their goalie, this series would be over. He's been amazing. Sergei Bravowski has not. Florida has outplayed them. That's the team I had win it all. They came back, they won game 2 at home, or game 4, I'm sorry. That series is tied 2-2. Still feel good about them going to the finals.
Right.
Dallas was down 2-0 against Edmonton, in Edmonton. Series is tied 1-1. They stormed back, they won 5-3. Robertson, hat trick. Feel pretty good about that. I had Dallas, Florida, finals, Florida winning in 6. That's what I got. It's still possible. Still possible.
4 and 6, you heard it here. I don't even remember who I picked.
Right here. So since I said it, Florida won't win another game in the playoffs. There you go, guys. So, that's our recap on that.
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up what we got going on.
Hey, pack the dome too, St. Louis Battlehawks.
No team has ever come back from 3-0 deficit in the NBA. So.
No, thank you, Alex. No one did that to you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, but again, Battlehawks, they play the San Antonio, the Brahmas. The game really doesn't matter because they play again in the playoffs the following week. Joys of an 18 league. You play each other a lot. Yeah. So, go support them. We lose, we'll be into the playoffs. Whatever. So, good call.
Good call.
And I think that wraps it up for another episode of Benchwarmers Basement Banter.
Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We're at 400 and some subscribers. We just passed that threshold of 400. We're pretty excited. We need to get to 500. That's our next goal. And thanks to everyone that's watched us and supported us so far.
Yeah, you guys are great. We appreciate the love. Comment. Like I said, we love, what is it called? Constructive criticism?
Yes.
Except don't use bad words, I might cry. But, I don't care. I just survived T-ball. I can bring it. So, yeah, no, thank you. Seriously, we appreciate it. Love it. And thank you once again to all who served. Happy Memorial Day. And